Okay, as I have promised you guys, we're gonna go back to number 3. Okay, that this is gonna be our last problem for this set of videos. Okay, but before we go to the next, finished up this, you guys want to hear a joke, or I have a questions for you guys. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An alligator in a vest. So, okay. What do you call an alligator in a vest? The answer is investigator. There is the answer. Is that funny? Okay, I hope that's funny, but if not, that's my joke for the day. Okay, so let's get back to the problem. Alrighty, x squared minus 2x minus 3. I already identified the a for you guys up there, which is 1. Okay, that's the 1. The b is -2. Okay, and then the c is -3. And again, the c, -3, that is going to be your y-intercepts. Same thing. We're going to start out the problem the same way we've been doing. Gonna go back to the original equation, which is x squared minus 2x minus 3, and we're gonna go ahead and set it equal to 0. Look through these 3 terms, and I know that there's nothing that I can take out as a GCF, so there's no greatest common factor. So I can go ahead and factor this out like the way that we've been doing for the last week and a half. All right, x squared. Only one way to factor out the x squared is x times x. The third terms are negative. Remember some of the tricks I showed you in class. Skip the middle for now. Go to the third term. If the third terms are negative, then you know whatever goes in here is going to be a positive and negative. Well, it doesn't matter where the negative and positive go, whether it's in front or the back. It doesn't matter because you have x here on both of the factors. Okay, and then you gotta ask yourself, what are the 2 numbers multiplied together give me -3, but when you add them, it's gonna give you a -2. So that number has to be 3 and 1, right? And again, there's only one way to factor out 3, which is 3 and 1, or 1 and 3. And the reason I know the 3 must carry the negative is because I have a -2 in the middle. So when you FOIL it out again, you have to have a -2x in the middle. And that's the only way to do that, and that's the correct way. Okay, so same thing. After you factor, take each of the factor and set it equal to 0. Okay, so apply the zero product property. Okay. All right. And then use the inverse to solve for x. Subtract the 1 from the left, bring it over to the right, and that's become a -1. Over here, I'm going to have to use inverse property. To get the x by itself, I'm going to have to use inverse, which is add 3. So now x is equal to 3. So these 2 numbers are my x-intercept, -1 and +3. Okay, let's find the axis of symmetry, because now we should be familiar with the formula. Okay, x equal -b over 2a, -b over 2a. So x is equal to, well, b is -2. So again, you will have negative and then -2 over 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. And that would give me negative and negative. Negative times a negative is a positive. That's be 2 over 2 is 1. So my axis symmetry is going to be 1. Now I can go ahead and find the vertex by put the 1 back into the original equation. Okay, 1 square is 1 minus 2 times 1. Okay, minus 3. There you go. So that's going to give me 1 square is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 minus 3. There you go. Okay, so let's simplify this. Let's evaluate this. 1 minus 2 is -1, and -1 minus 3 is -4. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4. So let's go back and review of everything we have. We got the x-intercept, -1 and 3. We got the axis of symmetry, which is 1. The vertex, when x equal to 1, is going to be at -4. And I also have the y-intercept is -3. So I think at this point, we have pretty much everything we need to go ahead and plot the graph for this equation. Okay? Again, don't forget, always label your axis. Okay? That's my x-axis and that's my y-axis. All right, y-intercept is -3. 1, 2, 3. That's my y-intercept. X-intercept is -1, -1, right there. And +3. 1, 2, 3. And based on this, I can see that the axis of symmetry, what's the midpoint between -1 and 3? It definitely had to be +1. Okay, it's going to be +1. The axis symmetry is +1 right there. Okay, and now again, to confirm that, that's what we have right there. X equal to 1. That's my axis of symmetry. And when x equal to 1, y equal to -4. So down here, I have to go down one more. So 1 comma -4. 1 comma -4 is right there. And this point again, that right there is my vertex. Okay, I now pretty much have everything I need to draw or to sketch my my parabola. Okay, so here it is. Start from here, come down, crosses the y-intercept at -3. Gonna go over to the vertex, and it's gonna turn and it's gonna go up. But here is one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to as I'm doing this problem. Remember, this is my axis of symmetry, which is x equal to 1. So I know the distance from here to here, where 0 comma -3 to here is going to be 1 unit. And the definition of axis symmetry is a vertical line that divides the parabola into symmetrical halves. So if I can take this point, this distance from here, and I can mirror image it to over here. So that is another way to get another point on the parabola so that I can continue and sketch my graph. Right there. Up, 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 up. Boom. There is my parabola. Okay? That's it. And again, guys, one more time. I'm looking at this equation. I see the y-intercept is -3. I see the b is a negative, and the b is a negative. Then it's going to shift to the right. And the a is positive. The graph's going to open up. So I have minimums for all these three equations that I just went over with you guys. And next time, again, I'll promise we'll do different problems, different types of equations, and maybe we can throw in where the parabola, instead of opens upwards, we can talk about the one that opens downwards. Okay? Other than that, have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.